If you go to Genesis, in the beginning, the very first verse, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Verse 2, something stuck out to me yesterday as I was studying and prepping for this podcast.
Hmm.
Verse 2 says, Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. This is before God really started bringing life into creation. Before that happened, it was formless and empty. And I happen to know from other studies that I've done that those words are translated, they can be translated as wild and waste or wilderness. Yeah, wilderness and wasteland,
Mm.
right? So the earth was like a wilderness. It was like a wasteland. The Hebrew there is tohu va-bohu. That's fun to say.
Bless you.
Tohu va-bohu. Gesundheit. um, but the reason I bring that up is because this idea of wilderness or wasteland, tohu va-bohu areas, that same phrase is used to describe places that are desolated by God's judgment throughout the Old Testament. So, Jeremiah chapter 4, I looked at the earth and it was formless and empty. Tohu vabohu. You see
Mm.
that same image throughout the rest of the Old Testament, and you see similar, samey type language come up in the Greek in the New Testament with everlasting destruction. That's a tohu vabohu thing,
Yeah.
wasteland. And so
Wow.
I think of this like, the Bible starts out with this wasteland imagery and God breathes his life into it. And
Hmm.
we have creation, right? And it's good. In the end, we have the opposite. We have decreation. And so we've got, all the earth comes under judgment, tohu vabohu, and it's like it basically ends up being like a wasteland, right?
Mm.
But then after the final judgment, for those who are in Christ, they experience God breathing life into like this new heaven and new earth. They get, your new bodies and you're living forever in this eternal state, new heaven, new earth state. What about those who are not with Christ? All of a
Yeah.
sudden, I'm getting wasteland imagery.
Yeah.
They're totally destroyed. The smoke is rising forever, but this time, God's not going to be breathing life back into it.
That is fascinating imagery.